Hi, I'm Stephen Manderson, better known to some of you as Professor Green. I'm a musician and mental health advocate, and for the last 2 years, the ambassador of the British Gas Energy Trust. Today, I'm joined by Chris O'Shea, Chief Executive of Centrica, and Jessica Taplin, Chief Executive of the British Gas Energy Trust. Over the last 2 years, we've raised awareness for the money and energy advice support available for households struggling with energy debt. As the cost of living crisis continues, it's never been more important for those who need help to seek it. The Trust has just marked its 20th anniversary, so today I'm sitting down with Chris and Jessica to reflect on the past 20 years, but also to discuss the wider support available to households suffering with the energy crisis. Jessica and Chris, it's lovely to see you both again. For those who may not be as familiar with the British Gas Energy Trust, can you tell me a little bit about what it is and what it does, please?
Okay. So the British Gas Energy Trust is an independent charity. We've been solely funded by British Gas since 2004, and our mission is to alleviate the detrimental impact of poverty.
Amazing, 2004, which means the British Gas Energy Trust is now 20 years old?
Yeah, it's your 20th birthday this year, isn't it? It's and we're very proud of the association that we've got and the work that we've done. It's super important. I think over the 20 years we've put in about £200 million, and Jessica and the team have ensured that money gets the maximum benefit. It goes to direct bill relief for people, but it also helps people with financial education, so that it's not only about helping people that are in debt today, but it's about helping them avoid being in debt in the future. So what we've tried to do is to put, we said we'd put at least 10% of our British Gas Energy profits aside to help customers through the energy crisis. We've done that so far, and it's also quite a pleasing thing to do, because you know, if you get somebody that's struggling, the people can apply for grants, I think up to £2,000 now. And if you think for somebody that has no real income, they're on benefits, and they've got an energy bill, a couple of thousand, and they don't know what to do, if you can waive it like this, it's hugely satisfying. You know that, you know, you're making a massive difference, and this is where then I think the partnership with the trust comes in, which is you can waive the bill. But then what you want to make sure is that it's not the same thing in 2 years.
Yeah, they're not
and this is,
back in the same situation.
Absolutely,
yeah.
and unlocking the benefits, the extra income that people can get is so important, and helping them to be able to budget. But also, what we find is, what we want customers to do is, if they get into trouble, call us immediately.
Yeah.
But we've just announced a £20 million donation, and what that does is it allows Jessica and the team to have line of sight over the next 10 years. So that might meet the cost of the base cost of the trust for another 10 years. We'll still put more money in to have this alleviation of poverty.
Yeah, it's been quite staggering. I mean, since 2020, we've helped over 250,000 people. Last year alone, we supported people with £25 million worth of help.
People don't often feel very dignified asking for help, but existing in places such as the post office pop-ups, a place that people know and trust and probably spend more time than they'd like to when they're there, I think it's brilliant.
I think that the dignity thing, I think, is really, really vital, and being open to seek help. No one wants to seek help. You feel exposed, you feel really vulnerable, don't you? So the idea of the post office pop-ups is making sure that we're going where people are, so that they don't feel any stigma. And there was one gentleman who went to a post office last week who'd travelled 30 miles to go and chat to someone about their bill, and he'd been home bathing with like wet wipes, and he went to talk about how he could apply for a grant, and he's now got a grant.
It works, it really does. The conversations of people who receive benefit from your trust that I've spoken to, and just how much it's changed and what it's given them the ability to do going forward.
But we are reflecting on an amazing 20 years.
Yeah.
So over that 20 years, and looking at how many, some of the most vulnerable people we've supported. So it is acknowledgement of that, which has all been possible due to British Gas.
The work that you've done, your team have done over the last 20 years is absolutely amazing. And like you would like there not to be a need for the charity, but there will be for the foreseeable future. And so I think learning from what's been done, but also, as you say, just listening to people and asking them what they need, and being constantly adaptable, which I think you are. The number of charities that you partner with in order to deliver your services means that you've got a huge amount of information coming in.
Chris and Jessica, thank you so much. It's been lovely talking to you, but I'll wait for my invite to the birthday party. Is there any final words you'd like to end on?
I'd just like to say thank you to British Gas and Centrica for all their support for 20 years. I'd also like to say thank you to those who are really on that front line. So to all the charities and the money and energy advisors and the people picking up the phones and helping with the grant assessments, because they're the face of it. And just encourage people to come forward. If you know someone who's struggling, get them to speak to someone.
No, I think that's right. I think, and it's just thanks to everyone as well. Thanks to you, Stephen, for the work that you're doing. Thanks to Jessica for the work of the team. See all our customer service agents, all the people doing the work, and also thank you to the people that come in to use the service as well, because it's not easy actually for them, and so I'm glad that they do, because it helps them in some way, and it helps hopefully their mental health as well. So
Thank you both.